All right, good evening, everybody. If you guys can hear me clearly, type Y in the chat box. If you can hear me clearly. Those of you on the conference call line, if you go to, if you're in front of your computer, live the number one dream.info. That is live the number one dream.info. You will be able to see everything that it is that I am speaking about tonight. Well, welcome everybody. This is our Thursday evening live grand opening webinar for Shopping Sherlock. My name is Brandon Ivey. I am a global with Shopping Sherlock, and coming up on September 1st is going to be my 1 year anniversary with this company. And I got to tell you, it's been a wild ride, but I am glad that I am positioned right here and thankful that this company came across my path. And you are as well. In fact, you're going to hear about something that you probably have never heard of before. 1 year ago, I had no idea, no clue that this was even possible on what we're doing today. That we can actually get positioned to get paid on people shopping anyway. I mean, think about that. We get paid from people spending money on items that they're going to buy anyway. Now, anytime that I'm presented with a new business, I always ask two questions. The first question, I talk about the industry. Are we positioned in an industry for growth? And the answer is absolutely yes. We're talking about the internet here. How many of you have been on the internet 20 years ago? Type me if you were on the internet 20 years ago. No, not many people. What about 10 years ago? What about today? Everybody is on the internet today. We're all involved in this, whether we like it or not. But we're going to show you how you can capitalize on this trend that is not going backwards. This really is the opportunity that you have been looking for. Now, key questions to ask yourself as well. Is there a need? So as I go through this presentation, I'm going to answer these questions. Is there a need? What is in it for you? How does this work? Will it last? Who's going to help you? And what's the next step, whether you decide to partner with us or not? See, the internet isn't a platform for evolution in communication, commerce, and culture. Whether we like it or not, the internet is growing by leaps and bounds. They already said in the next 10 years, the internet is going to be the most important feature of our society, not just in the United States, but worldwide. Everything is going to be involved through the internet, from social media, communication, from doing business, from medical. Everything is going to be done through the internet. It's going to be considered a utility. How many of you could survive if they took away the internet from you for, let's say, a week? Who could survive for at least 1 week with no internet service? I like to say that I can, and I know how because I grew up without the internet. But you take the internet away from my wife for a couple of hours and she has a heart attack. I'll give you, okay, she's nowhere around, so I'm going to give you this quick example. Last night, I was up late, around 1 a.m., and I was in my office working, and my wife comes in, and it's 1 a.m. She's like, are you having any problem with the internet? Now, I unplugged the internet I was doing some testing on my computer, and I unplugged the router. I thought she was asleep. 1 a.m., and she's talking about complaining that there's no internet access. I'm like, girl, go to sleep. Right? She couldn't last a couple of minutes without the internet. Well, think about if the internet gets shut down, we'd be back in the dark ages. So the internet is always going to be pervasive and an important key part of our lives. It's also no secret that a lot of money is being made on the internet. You guys have heard of these guys, right? Google, Facebook, Amazon, Sergey Brin, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos. These are multi-billionaires in charge of multi-billion-dollar corporations. Now, who could tell me the one thing that they all have in common besides being on the internet? What's the one thing that they have in common? It's the fact that they give their platform away for free. You don't have to pay to use Google. You don't have to pay to use Facebook. You don't have to pay to use Amazon. Yet they're still generating multi-billions of dollars a year. So obviously their business model works. How would you like to make money on the internet just like the big guys do? See, introducing to you the next giant web innovation. It is called Shopping Sherlock. All we do is help people find the best deals on product and services that they're going to purchase anyway. You see, 97% of consumers now go online to research different product and services, even in their local area. Is there a need for this? Well, I had a person come up to me and say, Brandon, you need to get into the coffee business. I said, I don't drink coffee. It doesn't matter. 70% of the planet does. I said, that may be true, but 97% of the planet shops online. Wow. 97%. So is there a need? Absolutely. Have you ever looked for a better deal whenever you wanted to buy something? Have you ever looked for coupons? Have you ever looked for discounts? Have you ever looked for the hookup? I've never heard of anybody that has attempted to want to buy something at full price when they can get it for less somewhere else. So there definitely is a need. And we're involved in e-commerce. And the only thing about e-commerce, because 1 year ago, I did not know fully how big e-commerce was. But you have to understand commerce. Commerce is simply the act of people doing this on a fixed income. You go to work, you get a paycheck, you pay your bills, and whatever's left over you use to buy food, clothing, entertainment, movies, restaurants, Best Buy, Walmart, all the fun stuff. That's called commerce. But what's taking place now is people no longer have to put gas in their car and drive down to the stores to go shopping. They can go on their desktop computer. They can pull out their smartphone or tablet, and they can now do all of their shopping online and have these items shipped to them within 24 hours or do in-store pickups. But they're now making their purchases online. That's called electronic commerce, and it is worldwide phenomenon. See, in other countries, they don't have a Best Buy in every corner. You now can buy items anywhere around the world. I bought just the other day, last week, I have a Samsung Galaxy and I needed a new battery because the old battery, it was taking a long time. Once you charge it, the battery runs out too fast. So I bought a new battery, but guess where I bought it from? There's a website called AliExpress through the Sherlock, and they're located in China. And within 6 days, it was shipped to me from China. Regular price for this locally was like 50 something bucks. I was able to get a pack of 3 for $15. That's called e-commerce. Now, without e-commerce, was I going to hop on a plane, fly to China, get this little battery, and fly back? Absolutely not. E-commerce has changed the game. It's made the world a whole lot smaller. Online sales in 2013 was a record-breaking $1.3 trillion. In 2002, the entire industry was a $52 billion industry. 1 decade later, it's now 1.3 trillion. Over the next couple of years, it's going to grow to a $5 trillion industry. And I love, we had a special global call with the CEO today. And I love how he put this in perspective. He said, you have to understand, from a business perspective, as a CEO, these are the numbers that I look at. A $5 trillion industry. Just 1/10 of 1% of that is a $5 billion company. If we just had 1/10 of 1% of this industry, we have no competition right now. There is nobody out there that does what we do. There's room for 50 Sherlocks, but we have no competition right now. This industry is growing at 20% a year. 200% a year. Think how massive growth this is happening. $200 billion a year is added to this industry. Awakening the mobile giant within. And we are 30 days away from launching our brand new mobile app for the Sherlock. But I'm going to show you some numbers on how fast m-commerce is growing within e-commerce. Facebook We're all familiar with Facebook. In 2011, 100% of Facebook's revenue was generated through their desktop. People accessing Facebook from their home computer. 0% revenue from mobile device. 2014. In 2014, 59% of all Facebook revenue was generated through the mobile device. So much so that they now consider themselves a mobile company. In just 2 years. See, all the hoopla about Facebook over the last 10 years, but in just 2 years, they now call themselves a mobile company. 59%. See, the Sherlock is launching our mobile app. And the features going to include, you're going to be able to do shop comparison, daily deals, flights, hotels, price scanner, branding, coupons, an invite system. So now your customers can be able to invite their friends and family, and you get credit for it. This is going to be the relaunch of our company. I go as far as to say this is the launch of our company. Even though we've been around for 2 years, this is the launch of Shopping Sherlock. We're going to have, well, we'll call it right here, combining discounts with a beautiful shopping experience, all at your fingertips. You're never going to really want to leave home without it, and you already don't. What's the three main things that people have on their checklist when they leave their home? Their keys, their wallet, and their smartphone. Those three things. So now when you go shopping, you can guarantee that you will always get the best price on whatever you're looking for, because you can always Sherlock whatever you want while you're in the store. This is worldwide. The invite friends feature. I had a friend of mine on Facebook that sent me an invite to some mobile app I never heard of before, and it's some kind of a picture game system where you like Guess-A-Roo or something like that. Whenever you're bored, you sit there and you play this game with your friends. I also have the app. And I asked her, I said, how did you send me this invite? And she said that on the app, it had an invite feature that allowed her to invite all of her Facebook friends. And I said, how many Facebook friends do you have? And she said, I have over 5,000 Facebook friends. 5,000 Facebook friends. All right, I'm getting a message that the slide is not lining up. Do you guys see the marketing system slide right now? Some of you do, some of you do not. I don't know if it's you know this is like 50-50 with everybody, and I don't want it to be 50-50. If one of you can't see it, to me, none of you can see it. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do screen sharing and start from this same slide to make sure that everybody is able to see the same exact thing. And apparently this is only with me in my internet, because you guys, the other presenters, haven't had this problem. All right, I should be doing desktop share. I don't have my other computer up, so I can't tell. I can't see the chat box. So if there's any errors, one of you guys shoot me a text. So I'm assuming right now you guys should be able to see my screen and my desktop.
Yes, we can, Brandon.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You can talk. Thank you, Rod. All right, let's continue. We have this invite feature here, where now, I was saying for my friend, she invited 5,000 friends to join this mobile app. And I asked, how much money did you get paid for doing that? What do you mean? I said, well, you might get 5,000 friends that's downloading this app. Are they paying you for that? No. I said, do you realize how much money you probably made them? She didn't even think about that. Well, now, what if you have a friend who has the Sherlock? They're saving money. We save the average household $150 to $300 a month. Now that they're saving money, they share it with friends that they know. You can track your customers worldwide. I thought that was a real cool feature. So that's coming on the app. Now, in 2013, we helped save both time and money for our users 5.6 million times. Now, that might seem like a whole lot, but really it isn't. I mean, Facebook does that on a daily basis. We're not Facebook just yet. We're just getting started. Soon that's going to be 5.6 billion times. The company is 2 years old. We've been in profit since our second month in the business. January of 2014, we were ranked, MLMrankings.com, the number one fastest growing and top performing company in the world, and what over the previous 6 months. And what that told me was I never heard of the company 6 months before that. This was going to happen with or without me. The CEO is named Mr. Michael Weeder. He's an internet guru based right here in Santa Monica, California. He has years of success in online expos back in the 90s. If you guys have ever heard of Comic Con or E3, well, the internet companies had something similar. They had online expos, and companies like AOL, Netscape, and Yahoo would set up booth on Michael Weeder's expos. He ran these things. He's helped fund and consulted for other network marketing companies. He also sits on the board of directors for the Hollenbeck Youth Inner City Games Group here in East LA that gives back to the community. We are very big on giving back to the community. Our sales revenue from January to June of 2014, we matched all of our revenue for 2013. And we're on pace by the end of this year to triple our revenue by the end of this year. This is called hyper growth, and we're not even in hyper growth yet. You're not going to see nothing right to 2015 and 2016. It's just this is just going to explode. We're also backed by Laurel Langmeyer. She's known as the Millionaire Maker. You can look her up on the internet, see who she is. She's helped thousands of people become millionaires. She's been on the movie called The Secret. She's a best-selling author of 5 books. And she's a co-owner, investor, and affiliate with Shopping Sherlock. Now, what does the Sherlock actually do? Well, if you're familiar with Google, we do the same thing. But let's say you Google something. When you Google something, does Google bring up to you the best price? Let's say you're looking for an iPhone. Does it bring up to you the best price? No. Google brings up the most popular websites, the websites that have the most internet traffic, the websites that have spent the most money on advertising dollars. And who has time to go through 404 million hits looking for an iPad or an iPod? See, what the Sherlock does is the same thing, only difference is we search the entire internet and price compare to find the cheapest price on whatever it is you want to buy. Someone says, why would I use Sherlock instead of Google? Because we also use Google. When you Sherlock something, you're using Google and all the top search engines all in one place. We save you time and money. Don't Google it, Sherlock it. Here's a couple of examples. 99% of households that have a computer have a printer. So everybody buys print cartridges. Let's say you need print cartridges. You go to Office Depot online, $71. We Sherlocked it and got it for $13.99. That's $57 savings. What about golf clubs? VR Pro driver, $479, regular price on the Nike store. Sherlocked it, got it from Global Golf, which you probably never heard of before, and got it for $149.99. And people say, Brandon, is this hand-me-down products, used products, swap meet products? No. This is the same exact name brand product. You get $330 savings, 69% off. How are they able to do that? Well, Global Golf is trying to get your business. They're not ranked high on Google. So they're offering discounts on the same item. That golf club did not cost $479 to make. These companies hype up the price for their profit margin. We're giving you the hookup. 69% savings. What about Michael Kors? Ladies, you know the name Michael Kors. Purses, shoes, coats. Macy's was selling it for $275. They had an online sale for $219. We Sherlocked it and got it for $134 plus free shipping. $85 savings. I have not yet to meet a person who says, I'd rather spend $219 instead of $134. I don't care how much money you make. You're not going to spend more money for the same exact coat. Makes no sense. Here's something else that we have. It's called the Sherlock Assistant. See, what you can do is download this Sherlock one time, the toolbar. Download the toolbar one time on your computer. And every time you log in, the Sherlock toolbar is going to be there working for you in the background. So you do your normal daily routines, surfing the internet. You go to VerizonWireless.com, and this is going to pop up for you. Earn 18.75% cash back from Verizon Wireless. 18.75% cash back on shopping you're going to do anyway. What if you went to Walmart? How many of you have ever shopped at Walmart? Walmart.com, 3% cash back from Walmart. What about Best Buy? I bought my wife a laptop from Best Buy. Not only did I get credit because I Sherlocked it, I also got cash back because it led me to Best Buy. 4.5% cash back from BestBuy.com. My point is, there's over 5,000 other participating stores. You'd be shocked at going to websites and all of a sudden the Sherlock pops up and says you're going to get cash back. Like GoDaddy, you get cash back from GoDaddy, or even TurboTax, 5,000 other stores. We also have some other Sherlock deals. Red Pocket Mobile. That is our cell phone service. Prepaid. How would you like to have? No contract, no credit check, no deposit, unlimited talk, text, and web, anywhere between $29 to $59 a month. It's on the AT&T network. We even have home services, triple play, cable, internet, home phone. Now, what you do is you put in your zip code and your address, and it's going to search your area to see for the cheapest price in your area, even if you live in the sticks like Lou does, in the middle of nowhere. See, where I live in LA, we've got Charter Communications, we have Time Warner Cable, we have Verizon Fios. And those prices, they're always at war with each other with prices. They always change. So you never know if you just go to one if you're getting the best deal. So here, it's going to look at all of them. And as an affiliate, you can benefit even more. So you understand, we only do two things here with the Sherlock. We give away the product for free. I can't highlight that fact enough. We don't sell anything here. Just like Facebook, just like YouTube, just like Amazon. You don't pay to use the product. And as they benefit, so do we. See, when the Sherlock first got started, it was worth 6 cents per Sherlock you give away. People say, how do I make money off the Sherlock? Well, every time you give it away when we first got started, if they're actively using it, you would earn 6 cents per Sherlock. So remember I told you about my friend who gave away that mobile app to 5,000 of her friends? Can you imagine her earning 6 cents on every single one? May not sound like a lot of money, but if you're not making any money off of it anyway. But over the years, the Sherlock's value has grown. As of today, it's worth $2 per active Sherlock. And that's important because when you look at Facebook worldwide, you think, how is Facebook making money off of me sharing pictures of my birthday party with my friends and family or doing the ice bucket challenge? How is Facebook getting paid? I'm not paying Facebook any money. No, you're not. But did you realize that for every active Facebook account worldwide, it is worth $2 to them? You're worth $2 to Facebook. If you're in North America, you're worth $6 to Facebook. They want you on Facebook every day. They want you on the Facebook mobile app because the more you're on it, the more money they make, even though you're not paying for anything because advertisers are paying for access to Facebook's list. Sherlock, these companies are paying us to bring them customers, to bring people to their stores, to their websites, to look at their products. We get paid by giving away this app for free. And by the end of the year, our goal is to have it worth up to $4 per active Sherlock. Now, let's say you had 500 Sherlock apps you gave away for free. If you're a single stay-at-home mom, if you're a college kid, if you're somebody who's working 2 or 3 jobs and you're looking to make a couple of $100 or even a couple $1,000, You don't have much time, but you can definitely give something away for free without having to sign up a single person in the business. How would you like to be earning $1,000 a month with 500 active Sherlock customers? What if it took you 1 week to do that? People said, Brandon, I can do that in 1 day. What if it took you 6 months to have 500 active Sherlock customers? Would an extra $1,000 a month on top of whatever you're currently making help anybody out? What if you're in college? Extra $1,000 a month. I remember being in college and I was broke, college kid. You know, the only reason why we didn't starve because we were guaranteed to have at least 3 meals a day. Sounds like prison: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But hey, there was times 9, 10 o'clock at night. We've got the munchies. You want to eat? No money. If we had something like this, oh, we'd go crazy. I'd have 5,000 Sherlock customers. Now, I'm going to say this. All income implied or stated through the Shopping Sherlock document and comp plan does not guarantee any level of income or earnings to any affiliate. Earnings from the Shopping Sherlock comp plan depend solely on web app usage, sales, and each affiliate's skill, ability, and personal application. What that means is I cannot guarantee you what you're going to make. This is not a job where you have a salary. You have unlimited income potential here. Some of you are looking to earn a couple of $100 a month, and that's fine. Some of you want to make a couple of $1,000s a month. That's even better. Some of you want to walk off your job. That should be your goal. And then there's some of you that's the small percentage of you are like me. I'm here because I want to become a millionaire. So whatever your personal financial goal is, you can achieve, but it is completely up to you and your efforts. There's nobody holding you back here. Now, what's the cost of getting started? The average company charges $500 to $1,300 a month just to join. One time just to sign up. Sherlock is one time $249. That's less than the cost of your smartphone in your hand right now. And I know you guys are gearing up because iPhone 6 or whatever it's going to come out for the holiday season. I don't know what the next Android is going to be, but everybody's going to go get it. The new Nikes will come out. The new Jordans will come out, $250. This is less than the cost of your smartphone. The monthly is $34.95. That's less than your monthly cell phone bill. So we made this affordable. It's $1.15 a day. People spend more money a day on coffee. You are now considered having your own business, which means you get tax benefits. The tax benefits alone, even if you don't make a dime, is worth being in the business. Your tax write-offs. Now, let's say you want to build yourself a team. Yeah, you can make a whole lot of money by giving away the Sherlocks for yourself, but that's not me. I believe in leverage. Have you ever heard of J. Paul Getty? He's the first recorded billionaire in American history. See, when I was in college, they didn't tell me and teach me about leverage. They taught me how to work a job. Linear income. You work hours, you get paid for the hours you work. There's only 40 hours or there's only 24 hours in a day. Most people work 40 hours a week. Some of you may work 60 to 80 hours a week. But there's a limit on how many hours you can work. See, J. Paul Getty said, I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. If you're earning 100% of your own efforts and you get sick, retire, die, or get laid off, what happens to your income? It stops. I learned that the hard way when I got laid off twice. But what if you're earning 1% of 100 people's efforts and 10% of your organization decides not to go to work? You still have 90% income coming in. So let's say you've got a couple of customers and they say, "Well, Brandon, how are you making money? I'd like to be in the business. I want to get paid off of giving this away for free." So 2 people pay the $249 and they join. You're going to earn a $100 bonus for enrolling 2 people into the business. This is a binary. There's only 2 levels, 2 teams, one on the left and one on the right. There's no limit to how many people you can personally enroll. I personally have enrolled over 100. So what happens if you enroll more than 2? Well, it's called spillover. They now fall underneath the people you personally signed up. How do you make your money back? You spent $249. First goal in business is make my money back. Enroll 4 people in the business. You made $100 on those 4, $100 each. So that's $200. Well, when you have 2 on the left and 2 on the right, you now generate 1 cycle. That's now an extra $50 bonus. You just made your money back. And understand here, we get paid through infinity. Infinity. Not 5 levels deep, not 7, not 10. We get paid through infinity. So every 2 on the left and 2 on the right, $50, $50, $50. This starts to get massive as you build your team. I'm looking at my organization right now, and it's just sick. When you have 2 on the left and 2 on the right, it gets massive. And we call this the power of 4. So if you just get started with us, your first goal is to enroll your first 4 people in the business. Why? Because by doing so, you just made your money back, and you now have a team and an organization to build upon. And you teach them how to do the same exact thing. Get your money back. Earn $250. Enroll your first 4. You want to do this your first week in business. The Japanese organization did this, and they blew up. In fact, one of the globals there, Baby Lynn, broke the company record, signed up 8 people in her first day in the business. She hit global in her first 53 days. 2 other globals hit after that, Dino Crawley and Chieko Matsubara. We'll be talking about that a little later. But they're all doing the power of 4. Now, what happens the next month? Everybody is now spending their $34.95. Well, for every 2 on the left and 2 on the right that spend the $34.95, you are going to get a cycle bonus, $10. $10 may not sound like a lot of money to you, but as I said, as your team starts to build and we get paid through infinity, it adds up. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme or scam. If somebody told you that, I'm sorry they lied to you. This is legitimate business that takes time to grow. We ask for a good 2 to 3 year commitment to build your income for full-time financial stability. I'm looking at 2 to 3 years for millionaire status. Now, here's our ladder of success. We all start off as an affiliate. The first position is called star affiliate. As a star affiliate, all you need to do is have 5 Sherlock customers, enroll 2 people in the business, and you now can earn up to $2,000 a week in the $50 and the $10 cycles. $2,000 a week as just a star. That doesn't mean just because you hit star, you're now earning $2,000 a week. That's when you're building your organization, a mature star affiliate. I also will make you a video that's going to have your pictures and your website promoting you. You can post it up on social media, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, show it off to your friends and family. The next position is called power affiliate. As a power affiliate, you must have 10 Sherlock customers and have a total of 12 people in the business, 4 of them you personally enrolled. You now can get a $200 bonus when you do this in your first 15 days, not your first 15 days of signing up in the business. Your first 15 days when you enroll your first person in the business. So if you've been in the business for a month, you haven't signed anybody up yet, and you all of a sudden you sign somebody up, that's when the 15-day clock starts. A new announcement was just made today. I'm going to talk about at the end of the presentation, a new promo for the powers, or actually for everybody to hit power. You're now going to get a raise. You're going to earn up to $3,000 a week. Also, let's say you sign up someone in the business and they're making $1,000 a month off of their own Sherlock customers. You're now going to earn a 20% check match on their Sherlock customers. So if they're earning $1,000 a month on the Sherlock customers, you're earning $200 a month on those same customers. Customers you did not sign up in the business. Think how cool that is. The next position is global, and this is where the game changes. As a global power affiliate, you need to have 20 Sherlock customers and have a total of 12 powers on your team. So you help 12 people hit power. And to become a power, you only need to have 12 people on your team. When this happens, you're going to get a $2,000 bonus if you do this in your first 180 days. You're going to earn up to $20,000 a week in the $50 and the $10 cycle bonuses. $20,000 a week. You're now going to get a 20% check match, not only on all the people you personally enroll, but you're going to get a 20% check match on every single person on your team. When I saw that for the first time, my mouth dropped. I said, how is that possible? See, in my last company, I was making over $20,000 a month. I had personally enrolled 150 people. I was getting a 20% check match on all 150 people. But we had 6,000 people on our team. 6,000 people. What if I got a 20% check match on all 6,000 people? Are you kidding me? Cha-ching. But here you do. Someone says, Brandon, how many people would I need on my team to at least get to $10,000 a month? Well, if you had 600 people on your team and you help them to earn $100 each, you're now going to earn $20 per person. That's $12,000 a month off just 600 people. What if you had 6,000 people on your team? What if you had 20,000 people on your team? Understand that this is a marathon, not a sprint. The only way to lose in this business is to quit. There's no risk factor here. There's no, I'm spending more money than I'm making. No, the cost is $34, 20 customers, and you're covered there. Not only that, you're using the Sherlock, you're saving more money off the items that you buy on a monthly basis anyway. There's no risk here. We give away the product for free, so you can never feel I'm scamming somebody out of their money. What are you selling? Whatever they want to buy, and you gave it to them for free. Here's another game changer. And the CEO talked about this to us leaders earlier. And he even told me, he said, Brandon, I got to be honest with you. I really don't think our globals have a full grasp of what it means to be a global and own equity in the company. Own equity. The company has set aside 5% to all the globals. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. 5% to the company, to the field who helped build the company. So the globals are getting 2.5%, and the diamonds are getting 2.5%. So when this is a $1 billion company, that's $25 million. $25 million that goes back, that's worth to all the globals. And he put it like this. He said, let's realize if we have $100 million in profit, every global that year gets $250,000 on top of your compensation plan. You guys understand that? That's if you're looking for a retirement plan, 401ks is gone. Social Security is $800 to $1,500 a month. Nobody can live on that. Put your head down for 3 to 5 years. You have a retirement where you're a global and you're getting an extra $250,000 a year bonus. Are you kidding me? Every year? Let's look at the wait. Before I get to the diamonds, as a global, we have a global. I think several of them on the line right now. I don't have my screen. So, Rod, if you do me a favor, if there's other globals, you let them know. But I want to bring up Rod Doctor. He's going to be doing a test drive at the top of this webinar. In fact, right after this webinar ends, of the Sherlock. And we're going to walk you through how the Sherlock works and all the cool features in our marketing program and all that cool stuff. But, Rod, tell everyone what it's like to be a global. You heard Michael Weeder speak earlier today, and where you see our company going in the future. So, Rod, are you there?
Yes, I am, Brandon. Just like you said, Mr. Weeder talked about the ability of us having a retirement plan that's like no other. You know, when you consider the fact that once we become a $1 billion company, that pool for the globals is 25 million. The pool for the diamonds is 25 million. Now, we've only got 2 diamonds, but we've got about 80, right around that 80 mark globals. But just fathom that. $1 billion company But like you said, if you get 1/10 of 1%, when that market goes to 5 trillion, you know, $5 billion. Just think of what, that's 5 times 25. That's a lot of money that we are going to be able to tap into. Uh, and I've been in the network marketing industry for a little over 20 years, and I have never seen anything where they pay you a check match on your total sales organization. Most of it, like you said, in the previous company that both of us were in, it only paid down 7 levels. You get a check match in most of the companies out there. I would say 85 to 90% of them will pay you just on your personals alone. Most of them don't pay past 7. Some of them go to 10. But here about a month ago, I found one that went to 15. That was the highest I've ever seen, excluding shopping Sherlock. We go down to infinity. And that is just off the charts. I can't believe that. What we've got coming up here with the launch of our mobile device, our mobile app here in London, that's just going to knock this thing out of the park, because people are going to be able to use that mobile app, and they're going to have access to all the benefits of the Sherlock Saver just in their fingertips. It's going to be with them, like you said. They take their keys, they take their wallet, and they take their smartphone. They don't leave home without it. And if they're out driving around and they had a bad day, they want to go home, and before they go home, rather, they want to go out to eat or go out and have a drink, whatever it is, they can look it up on their smartphone based on the GPS. It'll come up with all X amount of places that they can choose from, depending on what they want to do. And they're going to be able to do that using our application. And they're going to get excited about that because they're going to save money every time they do that. They're going to tell their friends about it. Word of mouth is the strongest marketing program on the planet. That's how Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of them, Google, that's how they built their market. That's how they built their billion-dollar companies. And we have that in the palm of the hands of our customers. And that is just going to go off the charts. So that's all I have to say, Brandon. But Lou is on the call. I can unmute Lou.
Yes, please. Bring Lou on up.
Okay. There you go, Lou. I got you unmuted.
Oh, hi guys. Yeah, you know what? It is an absolute honor actually to be in the pool of globals, and um, I would have to agree with our CEO, Mr. Michael Weeder, that I really don't believe people really truly understand the magnitude of the global position where we sit, and this opportunity. You guys have to realize that we are the only company of our type that allows folks like you and I to capitalize on this $1 trillion, the e-commerce, m-commerce market space. So I want to encourage you guys to get really, really serious. I mean, if you had known 10 years ago that Facebook would be what it is today, would you have gotten involved? And that's really kind of how you have to look at it. We missed that boat, but we are perfectly positioned for the m-commerce, e-commerce boom. So I'm very excited, and I just can't wait to see where we're going to be a year from today. So if you guys see this as an opportunity for yourself, I encourage you, go ahead and get your questions answered and join our movement today. With that, back to you, Brandon.
All right, thank you very much, Lou. And you said it. We're coming on our 1 year anniversary, September 1st, and I can't wait to see what we're going to be September 1st, 2015. It's just going to be off the charts. Now, the top position of the company is called Diamond. As a diamond, you have everything that a global has, but you need to have 40 Sherlock customers. You're going to get a raise. You're not going to get a 30% check match on your entire organization until the next global hits. So if somebody in one of your legs becomes a global, you're still going to get a 30% check match on that global, but the global is now going to get a 20% check match on their organization. But because you are the upline diamond, you will now get a 10% check match below the global on every single person. So you're either earning a 30 or a 10% check match on your entire team. And I can tell you now, as the diamonds out there, that's the only major income they look at for Sherlock. That's more than 50% of their income. Can you imagine earning either a 30 or a 10% check match on thousands of people? So it's in their best interest to help you make money, because the more money you make, the more money they make. This system is designed and built so that no man gets left behind. Everybody benefits. You even benefit from spillover. I have to tell you this quick story because this is mind-boggling to me. We have a gentleman on our team that just got promoted to power affiliate in France. And what happened with him? Months ago, he joined the business, but he didn't have time to engage in the business. So he never really went out and signed anybody up. He got customers, but he didn't sign anybody up in the business. But he got spillover from his upline who did. And somebody fell on his first level. This person broke the company record and has signed up 8 people on her first day. She hit global in 53 days, and he wasn't even a star affiliate yet. But he still got credit for all of that. His banked volume was close to $10,000 of money generated for him. He didn't even sponsor this person in the business or sign anybody up in the business yet. He sits on top of the entire country of Japan because of spillover. And as a result, when he figured it out, he blew up, hit star affiliate and then power in 1 week. And is now already doing all the translations for France. He's going to the London convention to meet the CEO, Michael Weeder, and he wants to be a global before the year is out and sit on top of France in one leg and Japan in the other. Can you imagine that? The power of this business. But here's the one thing that separates him from others. He didn't quit. Even though he wasn't really building the business, he didn't quit. There are 16 other people above him who did quit the business. They canceled their $34.95 membership, and they have no idea that they would be sitting on top of Japan right now. They quit the business. That's the power of this business. There's no risk to it. And as a diamond as well, you're going to be given another 2.5% equity in the company. Equity. So when I said that the globals off that 100 million, you got 250,000 each. How about the diamonds? $25 million. There's only 2 of them worldwide right now. Only 2. So we're looking at who's going to become the next diamonds in our company. There's a few who are close. Who's going to become the next diamond in the company? I love what Simon Brooks said. He's the number 1 money earner in the company right now. What he said was, I already know that I am not going to be the number 1 money earner in the company, and that he's excited about that. But he also knows he's positioned to he wants to override the number 1 money earner in the company. So we're looking forward to that for who the next upcoming leaders are going to be. We have less than 5,000 active reps in the United States. We are worldwide. As a matter of fact, later on tonight, 7 hours from now, I am actually doing another presentation like this. For those of you who are early hours, 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. LA time, but it's actually going to be 5 p.m. Japan time and 4 p.m. in China, Beijing. And we're doing an Asia or Japanese Sherlock presentation. I'm doing it just like I did now, but it's going to be for all of them. So if you are a late hour and you're up late, you can come right back, liveonedream.info, 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific. But who do you know in Asia? Who do you know in Australia? Who do you know in New Zealand? Who do you know that it's going to be in the mid-afternoon, evening for them to put them on this webinar? to let them see this. This is the very first international webinar. I've done private ones for them, but this is the first international webinar. And after tonight, we're going to have a schedule where we're going to be doing it on a regular. And I know it's going to kill me because I think the regular ones we're going to be doing might be at 3 a.m. my time. But hey, I do this full time anyway. I don't have to go to a job tomorrow morning. So I have no problem at all doing it at 3 a.m. So we're going to be doing this again. So what's next? Are you ready? 90 days from now, your life can be completely different. Imagine how you'd feel if you're able to spend more time with your kids and less time at work. The time to get started is now. Get back with the person who invited you. Pull out your credit card and get signed up. Do not hesitate. I think back to the gentleman in France. If he said, looking at his schedule, guys, I might not be able to really engage until the summer. That's when I'll sign up. If he did that, he would have lost out on Japan. That's a scary thought. We met a woman in Vegas at our last convention who hesitated for 5 minutes, and her friend signed up first, and that cost her 20 grand because her friend signed up first. Don't hesitate. Sign up. It's only $249. Get yourself positioned before this goes viral. If this is not for you, that's okay. We still love you anyway. At least do yourself a favor and sign up for the Sherlock and give it a test drive. Test it out. Save yourself some money. It's still a win-win situation for you. And if you're going to get started tonight, or if you're on the fence, stay on the webinar, because as soon as I close this out, Rod Doctor is coming back up to do a test drive of the Sherlock to show you how it works. We download the app officially in 30 days. You can become a power before that happens. Now you have a team ready to march with you when we launch. Oh, and I did share I was going to state that there is a new promotion taking place. Just announced today. We have an international cruise coming up in March. So you can actually get that cruise for free. We're going to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands from Miami. That's going to be March 22nd, 2015. We have a London convention in 30 days from now, but also in a promotion starting today, and it's going to run through midnight on September 20th. Anybody, doesn't matter who you are, anybody who hits the position of power all over again, that means you personally enroll 4 brand new people, and those 4 generate a team of 12. You're going to get a $200 bonus for doing that if you hit power all over again over the next 30 days, starting today. So even if you've already a power, you've done it before, you might be a global, do it all over again. You might be brand new, do it again, or hit it for the first time. Get that extra $200 bonus. So with that, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Now I'm going to stop this recording.